Man, your shoulder looks ginormous. Look at that. Look at that. You can out angle me right here. Here, you got the angle before the pump cover comes off.
You go, I go, you stay, I stay. One song to sing.
Welcome back to the channel. We've been through a lot. We've been through our bro years.
Trial and error.
A lot of bro myths that we went through, thought we had to do.
One mistake I made while I was getting ready for shows and training, when I went from my figure to my bikini career, I was told to not train and lift weights for 5 years. Well, I didn't train for 5 years. I didn't weight train for 5 years. Now, I train as heavy as I can, but that was a big mistake. I ate up all my muscle doing plyometrics and running because I was always trying to fit this mold. That was absolutely ridiculous. If I would have kept on weight training, I would have had a better physique while I was doing bikini.
So how good does it feel to lift right now?
Great.
Remember when we used to wake up early as hell and get our fasted cardio in? Mm-hmm. We were so obsessed with doing that. We were brainwashed to think that was like an optimal way.
The only way.
To burn body fat doing cardio. Well, that is completely wrong. It doesn't matter if you're fasted or fed, you're still gonna burn calories. You're not gonna be more likely to get burn body fat if you do it in a fasted state. Literally, like, it makes very little difference, where it's not worth stressing over. It's not worth losing sleep, waking up early as shit, thinking you're hardcore gangster because you're getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to knock out your fast cardio before work. Retarded.
Yeah.
Do what's convenient for your schedule. Don't sacrifice sleep to get your fasted cardio. When you were competing, did you train chest?
Nope. I was told not to train chest because it makes you look too manly. You want to train everything so you have a complete physique, not a lacking physique.
And you just expend more calories.
That too. But chest, shoulders, upper body, when you lack one body part, when you're not training one body part, it kind of makes you weaker for all your other body parts. And just like I said, it just doesn't make you complete. So yeah, train every body part.
Ooh. Pump is nice today. And that's due to my best friend, salt. Back in our bro days, we were afraid of salt. We literally thought salt was our enemy, like it caused bloat. What caused bloat was being sensitive to salt, cutting it out, restricting it. So it's the same thing with carbs, but mainly sodium. If you keep your sodium low, and then all of a sudden you have a good amount of sodium that's actually good for you, you bloat up. You're sensitive as shit. And you think it's the food, when in reality, you've just been restricting your sodium way too much, walking around flat as shit, no pump, and then all of a sudden you have some sodium, you have a little pump, but then you feel bloated. I live off sodium, salt now, electrolytes. And if I slack on it, I'm flat, it feels different. It's just funny how you just get accustomed to feeling like shit. All you know is feeling like shit. So the second that something is different and it's supposed to be that way, you're like, wow, I feel off. Right? But I think my bro days, fitness myths that I believed I had to do, has made me the coach I am, the bodybuilder I am today. I had to learn from the bullshit so I can teach you guys, so I can educate you guys and make sure you guys don't, or put an effort into so you guys don't make the same mistakes I did. So when I talk about this, it is literally from experience. Those artificial sweeteners in that drink are gonna bloat you, girl.
So they say.
Or what did everybody used to say? What were we told about artificial sweeteners?
That they bloat you. They make you retain water. The trace calories that were in it would add up. Like,
oh my God.
5 calories.
And the funny thing is when I was prepping, I was only supposed to have water. No diet soda, no like Crystal Light. And I used to drink gallons of Crystal Light, gallons with the 5 calories per serving, and nothing different happened. And I would drink like 3-4 diet sodas. I still stayed on energy drinks.
You have to, because you're dying. You're like in a deficit. So such a hard deficit that you're trying to like satiate yourself.
Remember when we used to count down seconds, like the microwave, when it came to meal timing?
Oh my God, you're starving and you just like, that's the only thing you can think of. Yeah.
Because we had to eat every 2 to 3 hours. Like our metabolism knew what time it was to burn fat.
That's bullshit. Yeah, I remember those days. That's what you call those days, bad memories.
About 55, 35. Yeah, the dumbest myth is probably the anabolic window. Or you have to get your protein in within 20 to 30 minutes post workout, or you lose all your gains. I didn't really fall for that one. I did for a little bit, but it was before I was competing actually. During contest prep, I wouldn't waste my protein on a shake. I'd rather wait until I got home and ate a meal because I was starving. I was so depleted and starving when it was unnecessary. The anabolic window, not worth freaking stressing over. It makes very little difference. When you're starving, it feels like that you need it, but you really don't need the protein.
You don't need the protein, you just need calories. You
need something in your stomach because your hormones are all out of whack. But I think I'm more carb window. That's really what's more important, is replenishing your glycogen post-activity. You'll benefit more from that, recovery-wise. You live and you learn. I didn't fall for most of it. It was very temporary. I had a coach too where he was telling me to do stuff and I always questioned everything he told me to do. I was like, why? Why do I have to do this? Why can't I do this? Why do I have to eat this? Why can't I eat this? It's the same. I always questioned everything. And I really ended up doing things behind the coach's back, really tested things.
Yeah.
Figured out it didn't have to be a specific way, so many ways to skin a cat. And that's what really made me who I am today, made me the online coach, led me to flexible dieting, led me to IIFYM. Don't even like that term if it fits your macros, but it led me to tracking macros versus being in prison with a meal plan.
Yep. I, on the other hand, 15 years competing, I followed the script too much. I was deep.
Until you met Tupac, right? Me? Tupac of Fitness?
Yeah.
Where I told her, I'm gonna eat fucking ice cream and I'm still gonna get shredded. Watch me.
And I kind of looked at him and was like, okay.
She was skeptical.
Yeah,
she thought I was an idiot.
Very. Yeah.
And then...
and then it worked.
And then one prep I got shredded on my own terms and she was like, okay.
I want to eat that too.
I want to come to that side.
Yeah. I never looked back, but that was after 15 years of me competing.
Whew. Remember when you were told you were gluten intolerant?
By my
and you were lactose intolerant too.
And, yeah. So I mean, I cut out like all food groups. Like at the end of my career, seriously, I was eating tilapia, oatmeal, gluten-free oatmeal, and sweet potatoes, almond butter, because peanut butter you can have a intolerant to.
So we started dating in the midst of this when she was like deep in there, and I was just not judging. I was just sitting there like, why is she doing that? I don't understand. Then I started to understand Why? Because all the brainwashing and all the myths out there, and the coaches' retarded ignorance making these bikini competitors do stuff.
Yeah.
Where there was one, I remember she told me she was lactose intolerant, and you know what I did? Coming from background of working at the vitamin shop, I bought her some lactase, right? This enzyme. Lactase is an enzyme that you could take for people that are actually lactose intolerant. You take it before you have some ice cream to like kind of counter the sensitivity. I got it for her. I remember she just stuffed it in her supplement cabinet and never touched it, because that's how afraid she was of lactose.
Yeah. Well, I was just, if it wasn't on my meal plan, if it wasn't on my, plan that I had for my daily structured plan, I guess I wouldn't take it. Like
Yeah, you didn't think that was sweet though?
I would never deviate. Oh yeah, it was very nice.
I got her some lactase so she can have some ice cream with me.
It didn't matter. I was so brainwashed that I think I made myself sick just because I believed all the bullshit.
No, you did. And what happens, if you want to talk sciencey, right? What happens is you build up intolerances when you take away certain food sources. Like all of a sudden, she's been eating ice cream since she was a little kid, and then all of a sudden she's lactose intolerant because of contest preps where she cut out whole food groups, right?
Yeah.
No dairy, no sodium, no this.
So who's still wearing a Squeam? I used to wear Squeam.
They don't know what a Squeam is. It's called waist trainer now.
A waist trainer.
Waist trainers.
And it was like the ones with the bone. If you don't know what that is, it's with the metal in it. So it had absolutely no stretch. And that was to make your waist smaller. But what it was doing was actually nothing.
It was fucking up your insides.
Basically, I was told that would make my waist smaller.
And the funny thing is the men's physique guys now wearing them. They got it from the bikini girls. Like you're not gonna make your waist smaller or
different.
Different. God gave you a wide waist, bro.
Yeah.
Girl, you got a wide waist. You have wide hips. All you can do is get leaner. Once you get to a certain body composition, you're not gonna change the appearance of your waist. Width. Tricep pushdowns. I remember when I used to strap up, put on wrist wraps, and go super heavy on this. All I did was chase heavy. And it didn't matter how poor, shitty my form was. I was just concerned about moving heavier weight. But now these days, I'm really more concerned in tension, range of motion, and not using any straps or wrist wraps. Because I want to take my progression slow and gradual. So I'm actually getting stronger, putting on tissue when I'm in a surplus. I had my fair share of years with, that teenager ego where I was just trying to stack all the machines, move as much weight as I could, regardless of how my form looked. You learn sooner or later. Hopefully sooner. Remember all the bikini movements that you used to do? The ice skating and the freaking
jump lunges.
Yep. Training for the Plyo Olympics. Now she trains like a man. She trains like me, which I preach all the time. Women shouldn't be training much different than men. Compounds, progressive overload.
We have the same anatomy, so.
Women shouldn't be avoiding muscle groups. You need to be symmetrical. You need to train everything or you're gonna have muscle imbalances, you're gonna have muscle weaknesses.
Like if you don't train everything, your whole body, like you're gonna have imbalances, like you said.
That's a wrap for today's workout.
That was a good one.
It was nice chatting with you guys. Hope you guys learned something from our bro mistakes. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
You go, I go, you stay, I say, one song to sing.